all Irish World Championship fight. Even to do it at Windsor Park. So it's a massive opportunity.
And we're all in it to win it.
If the fight wasn't to take place at Windsor Park, was there ever conversations about going to Limerick? I know Paddy Donovan was keen on that.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a great story. I just think we don't really know the market there. You know, it's very risky. We've got 20,000 to fill up at Windsor Park. We're very confident of doing that. Down in Limerick, we just don't know. That's the reality. Certainly, if Paddy Donovan wins, and you know, you start looking at the names in the welterweight division, like Ryan Garcia, like Devin Haney, like Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Conor Benn. That's fights that we can go down to Limerick with. But we know we're going to do big numbers in Belfast, and that's where we chose to go.
Jack Catterall's expressed his desire about facing the winner, obviously a matchroom fighter as well. Is that another possibility to entertain?
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, you always, obviously, if you've got fighters in the division, you would always lend yourself to making an in-house fight for a world championship. So in this situation, I think firstly Conor Benn is definitely looking at the winner of this fight, and of course Jack Catterall, if he's staying at 147, to look at the winner for a world title.
We saw in the news this week as well that Francisco Rodríguez Jr versus glamour fight ruled a no contest, an immediate rematch ordered, no ban for Francisco Rodríguez Jr, but he has to submit to random testing. In my time covering the sport, I've never seen a ruling of that nature. Have you?
No, and to make it even worse, I found out last night that he also failed a drugs test in his last fight, and that was ruled a no contest as well. Because I was sadly scrolling through BoxRec, just looking at Francisco Rodríguez, and I noticed that his fight before Galao Yafai was a no contest. I spoke to the Texas Commission, they confirmed he failed a drugs test for that fight. I spoke to Maurizio Suleiman last night, he said he didn't know anything about it. I believe him, but let's just look at this, guys. He's failed back-to-back drug tests on the night. And he's gone 12 rounds with Galao Yafai in a fight that physically damaged Galao Yafai. In 2 weeks, to just rule that it was accidental, he can just come back and have a rematch, is so bizarre. I mean, I've been through that process with Conor Benn. It took 2 years to get a decision. And also, I believe fighters should get the opportunity to explain themselves. But I don't believe that can happen without a B sample in a 2-week time period, and you can just say, yeah, no problem, let's just run it back. So I think now with the news coming out from Texas Commission as well, this could change everything, and I believe Galao Yafai should be installed as the mandatory challenger.
Would you entertain the idea of a rematch?
Sorry?
Would you entertain the idea of a rematch?
It's down to Galao Yafai.
Obviously, a massive rematch in Windsor Park. How long did it take to actually
They like the opportunity of giving Lewis Crocker the opportunity. Obviously, we know from a historical point of view, it's the first All-Irish World Championship fight in history. It's in the welterweight division. It doesn't get much bigger than this. So, you know, the Irish FA, Windsor Park, the government all supported it, and we're really pleased to get it over the line.
Is there a line over to Croke Park, and if that could possibly happen?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, obviously the Croke Park's significantly bigger, but obviously if we can do it here, why can't we do it at Croke Park as well?
Thank you so much.
The Ali Act.
This is really what's happened. Kind of behind closed doors, but now it's becoming public. So, you know, the fighters that I've spoke to have certainly raised a lot of eyebrows, saying, why are you trying to abolish an act that's there to protect us? And it's probably not a great look.
Do you think it's kind of moving towards that UFC model? That's one of their first steps.
For those guys, it's about ownership and it's about control. And I get it, but it doesn't work like that in boxing. You know, you're not going to operate in a world where fighters do as they're told or do as you think they should do, unless it's fighters of a particular level. And when I look at the recruitment of the league and the fighters they're talking to and the fighters that I know they've signed, they are fighters that would do whatever TKO wanted to do because of the opportunity. For the bigger names, for the bigger fights, they're just not going to do that. And you know, fighters aren't just designed to do as they're told. They have their own brain, they have their own opinion, and they have a team of people that are there to structure the career of a fighter with the promoter.